You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, GH fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt here, and we got to talk about Drew Cain Quartermain, who was just described as beyond reproach and also as sexy enough to bring Canadians to America to vote for the hunk. So is his campaign about to be rocked by a very, very dirty scandal? Let's talk about it. But first, click subscribe if you are not following us. So I just want to say off the bat, I'm not loving that they're diving into politics on General Hospital. We are all going to get enough of politics on every other channel, headline, social media, all the way to Election Day in November. Soaps to me are my escapism, but none, despite my opinion, it's what we're going to get, even though I don't want it. So Drew, though, is not exactly squeaky clean. He was a brainwashed assassin for a while, but I'm guessing they're not going to mention that as part of his campaign on General Hospital. They're going to stick to the Navy SEAL hero, etc. Right now, he's not married. He's betting Nina Reeves. They are boinking regularly, and she's interested in his campaign and helping him. I mean, heck, she practically got him the nod from Congressman McConkey. And Curtis Ashford recently advised Drew to bring Nina on board his campaign, and I do expect that he will. What I was not expecting was what happened between Drew and Willow Tait on that recent episode of General Hospital. I mean, I know Willow's been hero worshiping Drew for a while, but this, I gotta applaud whoever in the writing room that came up with this idea. I don't feel like it's Elizabeth Corte, but who knows? The Nina fling just right away made Drew a lot more tolerable, way better than when he was being sanctimonious when he was with Carly. And now the writers find a way to make both Drew and blah, boring Willow into something very interesting that I actually want to watch. Drew is banging her mother and still put his lips on Willow in a very passionate kiss. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I don't know if they're trying to paint Drew like as a Kennedy or something, or just a generally horny politician that can't keep it in his pants. So this actually makes it very interesting. And of course, it's July sweeps, so they're going to crank it up a notch. Plenty of politicians in both parties survive shady scandals about their after-hours bedroom naughtiness, so maybe Drew will too. But this scandal is particularly controversial because he's not cheating on a wife. He's not fondling the intern, not that kind of thing. This is a mother and daughter, a two-generation, very kinky thing that would prompt all kinds of salacious headlines. Can you even imagine, Jokes like, is he polling both of them? That's a political joke, polling with two L's, but you get the joke, right? Anyway, that makes it fun and to me interesting. But also, to be fair, this would not be the first or only mother-daughter with the same guy thing on General Hospital. Think back a few decades ago, Carly Spencer bedded Tony Jones while he was married to her mother, Bobby Spencer, as part of her revenge plan. Do you remember when Sam McCall slept with Rick Lansing while he was married to her mother, Alexis? And getting even creepier, we can find a much more recent one that involved Willow. Remember, icky cult leader Shiloh raped Willow and slept with her repeatedly because her adoptive mom, Harmony, enabled all that. And if I recall correctly, Harmony was also in Shiloh's bed because most of the women in the cult were. So this is semi-familiar territory for Willow. But to be fair, Willow doesn't know that Drew Cain is sleeping with her mother, Nina. I'm guessing she likely wouldn't have put her lips on Drew if she knew about the Nina Drew secret office nookie thing. She probably wouldn't be talking to either of them. But she doesn't know. And bottom line, Willow is married. She shouldn't be putting her tongue into someone's mouth, much less the same guy who's banging her mother. But at the same time, I can't say I'm a huge fan of Michael and Willow. They are dull enough to make me prefer watching paint dry in most of their scenes. I mean, they're cute and they're happy and they're functional and they're normal, but on a soap, we all know that translates to blah, lack of drama. So we saw Drew chatting with Willow after his sweet scene with Tracy Quartermaine talking about his name change to embrace the family heritage. And Willow was totally fangirling so hard over Drew. I mean, I can see it. Willow's got some serious level 5 radioactive daddy issues. And I'm guessing that's part of the appeal. He is a total silver fox. Ugh. If the actor's real life ages are a barometer, by the way, Willow is about 29 and Drew is 54. That is a whopping 25-year age difference, but, not the largest we've seen on this soap or any other. And, Drew's hot. Silver fox, that body. It's not a 6-pack, an 8-pack. I think there might be 10 in there. I don't even know. So I understand why Willow and her mom are both attracted to him. So Nina confessed her fling with Drew to Sasha moments before the whole Willow-Drew thing came out. And Sasha talked to her about getting close to Drew so soon after her heartbreaking split from Sonny. But then Sasha also warned Nina not to overprotect her heart like she thinks she's done in her own life. So Willow and Drew are chatting while Sasha and Nina are chatting, and they get closer together. Drew's calling her beautiful, and then they're off the couch looking at the fireworks. And while that's happening, Nina gets done talking to Sasha, and then she's talking to Michael, Willow's husband, while the fireworks are going off outside the house. And guess what? Then fireworks start going off inside the house too. Drew puts his mouth on Michael's wife. And Sasha saw it, which was so great because now Sasha's in this tough position. Michael's a friend of hers and her ex-boyfriend. Nina's like a second mom to her and a good friend. And oh my gosh, GH is delivering big stuff for sweeps, and it's about to get messier. The next step, of course, for Willow and Drew is to probably agree they overstepped and it shouldn't happen again. But I bet it's going to happen again. At the same time, I also suspect Drew is not going to stop with Nina. Maybe he'll even double down and get closer to Nina to try and stop thinking about the temptation of Willow. In the end, I actually think it would be amazing if Drew ended up having full-on affairs with both of them, and then it all comes out and it blows up in his face. If it were 20 or 30 years ago, Drew's scandal might push him out of the race. But these days, a fling isn't going to impact it that much. But a fling with a mother and her daughter, well, that might be another story. All I know is I want to make popcorn and watch it explode. Now, if they just wrap up the Sonny Med storyline, have Laura forget about Heather's case, double flush Natalia down the toilet, and give us a passing mention of who killed Austin, I'd be a very, very happy General Hospital viewer. Thanks for listening.